The Voltest diagnostic data from the last video raised a question worth answering directly. If LFP consistently outperforms NCA at 100,000 plus miles, does that advantage hold up when you compare LFP to NCM in the used market? The 2026 data says yes, and the reasons go deeper than most used car buyers realize. Here is the full picture. Start with the cycle life math, because this is the foundation everything else builds on. Modern LFP cells are typically rated for 3,000 to 5,000 full cycles at 80% depth of discharge. At one full cycle per day, that is over 16 years of daily driving. NMC cells, by comparison, are typically rated for 1,000 to 2,500 cycles under similar conditions, roughly 3 to 7 years of daily full cycling. Even Tesla's best NMC cells, the 2170 and the 4680, are rated around 1,500 cycles before hitting 80% capacity at full depth of discharge. Those numbers tell you something immediately useful about the used market. A used LFP Tesla at 80,000 miles has used a fraction of its available cycle life. A used NMC Tesla at the same mileage has used a significantly larger fraction of its cycle ceiling. The car with fewer miles remaining on its cycle life warranty is the car that will show faster degradation over the next 50,000 miles you drive it. That is not a theoretical difference. It shows up directly in the state of health data from professional diagnostics. The real-world cycle consumption gap is also larger than the raw mileage comparison suggests, and this connects directly to the next reason LFP tends to outperform NMC in the used market. The charging habit advantage is structural, and it applies even when both owners are following the correct advice for their chemistry. An NMC owner following Tesla's recommendation charges to 80% daily. A standard range LFP Tesla has a 60.5 kilowatt-hour pack with roughly 60 usable kilowatt-hours at 100% charge. An NMC long-range Tesla has a 75 to 82 kilowatt-hour pack with roughly 60 to 66 usable kilowatt-hours at 80% charge. On paper, the usable capacity per charge is similar, but the NMC owner charging to 80% is starting each cycle from a higher baseline stress level than the LFP owner charging to 100%, because NMC chemistry experiences more stress at the upper end of its charge range than LFP does at full charge. More importantly, LFP can often deliver 3,000 to 5,000 full cycles versus roughly 1,500 to 2,500 for NMC before hitting 80% capacity. Every charge cycle on an NMC pack costs more of the battery's total cycle budget than the same cycle on an LFP pack. Over 80,000 miles of real-world driving, that difference compounds into a measurable state of health gap that shows up when you run a professional diagnostic on both cars side by side. The Voltest data illustrated this directly. The NMC standard range cars in their dataset had smaller packs than the LFP cars, meaning they needed to be recharged more frequently to cover the same miles. More frequent recharging on a chemistry with a lower cycle ceiling produces exactly the kind of degradation gap the Voltest results showed. The 89% to 93% LFP results versus the 71% to 83% NMC results at equivalent mileage are not just a chemistry story, they are a cycle consumption story that the chemistry makes inevitable. The calendar aging difference adds another layer that most used car buyers completely overlook. LFP degradation is influenced more by calendar age than mileage. It is a very stable chemistry, but cold weather performance can feel different. NMC degrades from both use and time, with the time component being significant enough that a low-mileage NMC Tesla that has been sitting for years can show worse battery health than a higher mileage LFP Tesla driven regularly. This creates a specific trap in the used Tesla market. A 2019 NMC Model 3 with 40,000 miles looks attractive on paper because the mileage is low. But that car is now 6 or 7 years old, and NMC calendar aging has been working on the battery for every one of those years, regardless of how few miles were driven. A 2022 LFP Model 3 with 70,000 miles is 3 years old, and LFP calendar aging is a much slower process. The higher mileage LFP car may well have better battery health than the lower mileage NMC car simply because it is newer and the chemistry ages differently over time. Most modern electric vehicles retain over 80% of their original battery capacity after 8 years, based on Geotab's 2025 study projecting an average state of health of 81.6% at the 8-year mark. That average includes both chemistries. When you separate them, LFP is consistently tracking above that average, and NMC is tracking closer to it or below on performance variance, which means the 8-year picture for a well-maintained LFP Tesla is meaningfully better than the same projection for an equivalent NMC car. The real-world data from multiple sources in 2026 all point in the same direction. The Voltest professional diagnostics showed LFP at 89% to 93% state of health versus NMC at 71% to 83% at 100,000 plus miles on the same model. The community data from this channel's previous videos showed consistent LFP results in the 93% to 97% range at 50,000 to 120,000 kilometers across multiple climates, including warm weather markets in Australia, the Caribbean, and the Mediterranean. The NMC results in the same community dataset showed more variance, with the worst results almost always tied to performance variance, older model years, or unknown previous charging histories. LFP cells are typically 15% to 25% cheaper per kilowatt-hour than NMC at pack level in 2025 to 2026. That manufacturing cost advantage does not directly translate to used car pricing in a straightforward way, because used car values depend on many factors beyond battery chemistry. But it does mean that the battery in an LFP Tesla costs less to produce and is easier to replace if it ever needs replacing, both of which are relevant to long-term ownership economics. So when does LFP win in the used market, and when is NMC still the right choice? LFP wins for used car buyers who prioritize long-term battery health over maximum range, who do most of their driving within 200 miles per day, who charge primarily at home, and who plan to keep the car for 5 or more years. The chemistry advantage compounds over time, and the longer you keep the car, the more it matters. If 220 to 280 miles is enough for your daily life, and it is enough for roughly 95% of U.S. drivers according to U.S. Department of Transportation travel data, an LFP electric vehicle will serve you just fine. NMC is still the right choice for used car buyers who regularly drive long distances between charges, who live in cold climates where LFP cold weather performance is a real daily concern, or who need the maximum possible range from a single charge for their specific driving pattern. NMC offers better cold weather behavior than LFP, with typical winter range loss of 15% to 25%, rather than 30% plus. In genuinely cold climates, that difference is felt every single day in winter, and it is a legitimate reason to choose NMC despite the battery health disadvantage. The bonus point worth making before the outro is about the range gap between LFP and NMC in real-world daily driving. The specs make the difference look larger than it feels in practice. The energy density gap at the pack level in 2026 is closer to 5% to 20% in real-world conditions, rather than the raw cell-level numbers that get cited in spec comparisons. For the majority of daily driving scenarios, an LFP Tesla with 250 to 270 miles of rated range delivers enough usable range that the theoretical advantage of an NMC pack with 300-plus miles never actually comes into play. If you are currently shopping for a used Tesla and you want to share what you are finding in terms of LFP versus NMC availability and pricing in your market, drop it in the comments. The more real market data we have from different regions, the more useful the picture becomes for everyone making this decision. And if you want to keep getting honest, data-driven content like this, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.